Green Lantern and Flash buddy movie, either Hal or Barry or John and Wally. Okay. You only start with Dr. Fate. Okay, hear me out. Green Lantern and Flash buddy movie, either Hal and Barry or John and Wally. Okay. What do you think that's too? I don't know if you start with that. I think Flash is overdue for a movie. So let's say you start with the Flash movie. How about that? You start with the Flash movie. I do love Martian Manhunter. I don't care if you start with it. I want it. Okay, so here's what we're going to do then. Flash. We have the Flash. Do we do Barry or Wally? Do we do Barry or Wally? Here's the thing. I kind of feel like I feel like you should do the Young Justice. Okay. So, okay, hear me out. I think you build a Young Justice first. You follow like the Young Justice route. You don't go Teen Titans. I think you go like a Young Justice route because I think here's the thing. So you're talking stakes, right? When you're talking stakes, and this is something we talked about in our Marvel talk. Boo. Okay, hear me out. I got an idea. Just hear me out, okay? All right. Okay. I'm starting to get it. It's forming in my head, okay? We're doing this, okay? So, this is going to take place after the Justice League has been formed. Okay? So, I know that for a lot of people it's going to be frustrating because you're skipping some of the really cool stuff that people want to see, which is the formation of the Justice League. But I don't care. We're skipping it. Okay? We're skipping it. We're going to do a Wally Flash movie. Valid argument. You don't need it. Flash movie. Okay. Then we're going to do who would be fun? Oh, there's so many good people to do. Okay. Isn't what's her name? Zatanna? Is it Zatanna? Yeah, Zatanna. Okay, you do a Zatanna movie. Okay? Do a Zatanna movie, and I believe her powers are linked to Dr. Fate, aren't they? Are they linked to Dr. Fate's powers? Zatanna. So I think you do a Zatanna movie. I think that would be sick. Okay. And then, Dead Man, Constantine, Dr. Fate, and Swamp Thing. You do that later. Okay. I think you do it, but I think you do it later. Okay. Because here's the thing. When you're talking about stakes, this is getting fun. Now my mind's working. Okay. So when you're, okay, this is getting fun. Okay, so here's the thing. When you're doing these movies, one of the big things that people were talking about for the Marvel Universe is they've gone really big stakes, so you don't know where to go from there, right? I think you start with Young Justice. You have the Justice League happen. Like, it already exists. They're going to reference it. But no one in the Justice League is going to make a cameo in any of the films except for maybe there will be cameos, but they're not going to be big, okay? Not for a while. You're going to do a Wally Flash, okay? You're going to do Wally Flash. He's not going to be the only Flash, and you're going to know it from the beginning. But it's going to follow Wally, okay? You're going to do a Zatanna movie. Okay. You're gonna do a Zatanna movie, and then you're gonna have a Nightwing movie, and it's gonna be post Fallout with Batman and Robin. We're not gonna do any. It's gonna be just a Nightwing movie. Okay. And then in that movie, but then the Nightwing movie is going to be like a pseudo Young Justice movie. He's not going to get a full movie. It's going to be like focused around him, but it's going to be like a partial team up. And by partial team up, I mean like you're not going to focus on the team up. It's going to focus on Nightwing's story arc, but he's going to need help defeating the villain at the end of the movie. And so he's going to pull some people together. He's gonna pull Zatanna and Wally to help him out at the end, or maybe just Zatanna, to help him at the end. Okay. Then you do a Young Justice movie following it. Okay. Young Justice movie. In the Young Justice movie, Young Justice, they're going to recruit Shazam. Okay? They're going to recruit Shazam. And I'm coming back to the chat. I got really distracted. I just have to finish this thought, and then I can come back. And I'm back. You recruit Shazam. You save Deathstroke. I want Deathstroke in a Teen Titans movie, but we're going to get to that. You save Shazam for that movie. In that movie, Shazam is only gonna Shazam's gonna be there, but then at the end of the movie, Shazam is gonna be reached out to by Batman, and Batman is gonna be like, or Martian Manhunter, either Batman or Martian Manhunter, and one of those two is gonna be like maybe an end credit if they're gonna do end credits too. Why not? Let's steal end credits. Let's do it. So in an end credit scene, Shazam is gonna be approached by Martian Manhunter or Batman, probably one of the two, and is going to be like, hey, it's time for you to play in the big leagues, right? So I'm thinking in the Young Justice movie, you have the Young Justice fight against like a decent sized villain, nothing too big, nothing too big stakes. It's going to be like something to like save a city or like save, it's not going to be like a global threat or anything like that. Something like moderate scale. But wouldn't it be cool? Because then you have the end of the Young Justice, Dr. Light. I actually don't know Dr. Light. I'll have to look him up. But wouldn't it be cool? Because then at the end of it, you get like Shazam getting recruited because you're like following this team of kids and they're like all these kids fighting like a pretty decent sized threat. Justice League is there, but this is not their business. They're caught up in other stuff. It's not something that like they had a quick response to for whatever reason, comic reasons. And at the end of it, you got Shazam, who was the powerhouse of it. And you're like, yeah, he's turning into a full-grown adult, but he's technically a kid. Why is he fighting with these kids? And then at the end of it, Batman or Martian Manhunter, probably Batman because he'd know who he is. And it would also be kind of like a slight to Nightwing because Nightwing is the leader of that team. And Batman's taking people from his team. But Batman would be like, hey, we need you to take on the big leagues. And then you're like, oh, Justice League is coming. You're getting hype, right?